Okay, so as you can see, it's back apart again. And I'll tell you why. This lower timing gear, which holds your timing belt and has this ring for your crank sensor, well, these two pieces are just pressed together, so apparently this ring is prone to coming off, and then you have nothing for your crank sensor and the engine will die out on you. So the solution is to tack this on to the inner ring, this part onto the inner part, so it doesn't come off. And after finding that out and not having it tacked, I just wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that I didn't get it done, or I overlooked something so simple and so easy when the engine was apart. So I came out and I took the timing off and grabbed this gear, and I'll get this all welded up. Okay, so next on the to-do list is the shifter bushings. As you may have noticed in that previous video that I made, these bushings are actually ready to fall out, as you can see. So I got these on eBay. They were only $9. Just a little simple piece of aluminum, so I don't know why you have to spend so much on machining a part. But what we're gonna have to do is press this case out and then press this new one in. So I'm just gonna use the vise. I actually don't have it attached to a workbench, so you have to deal with me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use two sockets. I'll use a bigger one on the outside and one about the same size as this on this side, and I'll just press it through. Okay, so what we end up with is 17mm socket for the inner one and a 25 to push through. Fail number one. This would be a lot easier if my vise was mounted. Note to self, invest in a bench. Fuck! Alright, so we got our bushings pressed out. Our new one can be pressed in. Should slide in fairly easy. Voila! Perfect. We can get them out. Okay, this linkage can go back on. So just goes on, a pin goes through it, and this clamp keeps the pin from sliding out. Yeah, it's a lot more rigid now. Alright, so I got the injectors back from flow cleaning, all new seals and stuff. They did mention that when they put them on for the preliminary testings that the flows actually showed good and there was nothing wrong with them. So he just cleaned them up, gave me new O-rings and stuff, and yeah, well, at least we know that they're good. They gave me two sets of O-rings. The first one's like a rounded type O-ring, and the the other one's like a square type O-ring. So that's what I'm going to use just for this style injector. Alright, so I picked up the timing gear. It's been welded. There was like a film on it, so when he tried to weld it, it just spattered a bit. So I gotta clean it up a little bit and it'll be ready to put on. So big thanks to you, Andrew. You got her done. So since we've already seen this already, I'm just gonna, wait, and it's on. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly pull off this bumper because I had issues where the engine crane wouldn't give me enough room. It was actually like almost touching the bumper when I was pulling the engine out. So I'm gonna pull it off, give me a bit extra room when I'm putting it back in, so I don't mess this up. This is definitely on the list of parts to get. All the cracking and Alright, I'm going to set the car up on these cool little roller things. Just fit under the wheels, ollies, whatever you want to call them. Shout out to the LOL Neon for letting me borrow them. It's just to get the car off the wall. It's really tight up against the wall right now. Alright, so everything should be prepped and ready to go, and we're going to try and set this down in the car now. So there it is. It's back in place. It was really hard to do by myself. I had to do a lot of adjusting, readjusting, checking, making sure nothing was getting hit or anything. So now that that's in, we can start like doing a lot of the small stuff, intake manifold, wiring harness, stuff like that. I still don't have the valve cover back, still being welded, so we'll do what we can.